Hello, I hope this video finds you well. This is day 8 in my commitment to record one Codingbat video a night, provided that schools are closed. And whether you're a student of mine or someone that's just out there learning to code, please don't hesitate to send me any questions or comments. Tonight we're going to look at this problem here, posNeg, and this video will be the Java version, warm-up 1 posNeg. Let's read the problem. Given two int values, return true if one is negative and one is positive, except if the parameter negative is true, then return true only if both are negative. And we can look at the examples here. posNeg 1, negative 1 false, returns true. And that's because only one of them is negative, that is the parameter b, and negative is set to false. The second example is very similar, it's just switched the negative. So we have negative 1, 1 false, and that of course returns true because one of them is negative and the parameter negative is set to false. In the third example, we see that both a and b are set to negative and the parameter negative is set to true, meaning that we will return true because we have two negative values. Now, this is a really great problem because we get to use the XOR operator, which is actually, the XOR gate is a really important gate to understand, but you don't see it show up as often in programming. And so I always like being able to teach this one to show people where it is useful. Let's start off by making sure we understand what the XOR operator does. So I have a little table down here, and we have our two inputs, A and B, and then we have A or B, followed by AX or B. And reminder, we can really quickly set up two inputs by going 0, 1, 0, 1, followed by 0, 0, 1, 1. And if you set them up like this all the time, you'll find if you work with anyone else, they'll set them up the same way and it's easier to work together. We can think of 0 as false and 1 as true. Given A is 0, B is 0, A or B is 0, AX or B is 0. Given A is 0, B is 1, A or B is 1, AX or B is 1. Given A is 1, B is 0, A or B is 1, AX or B is 1. And you'll notice so far that it's no different than regular OR. XOR and OR work the same. Here's the difference. If A is 1 and B is 1, A or B is 1, AX or B is 0. And that's because this is an exclusive OR statement, meaning it is only true if one of them is true. So here's some code, and let's see how we can use the XOR. Well, we can say if negative is equivalent to true, and I'll clean this up a little tighter afterwards. We return true if both A is less than 0 and B is less than 0. So return A is less than 0 and B is less than 0. And now in this case, we want to return if A is less than 0 and B is greater than or equal to 0, or A is greater than or equal to 0 and B is less than 0. If I go, I've forgotten a semicolon somewhere on line 17. Let me just pause it. Oh, too much Python. Hit go, and there it goes. No problem. Here's where the XOR is really useful. The XOR is useful because in this situation, we only want to return true if one of these situations is true. Right? Here it is. If A is less than 0 and B is greater than or equal to 0. So we want to return true if A is less than 0, and we use XOR using this operator. There we go. XOR B is less than 0. If I hit go, see it works perfectly because what it's saying is saying only return true if either this statement, exclusive or this statement are true. So only one of them can be true. And there we go. So I hope this video helped. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. Even though I'm talking about Java, just an FYI, I'm starting to put my solutions onto a repository here on my GitHub site. I'll put a link to it in the comment, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me a message. Have a great day.